The first step of the delivery is knowing what your target is. Your skip will be holding a broom to act as your guide. Draw an imaginary line from the hack to your skip's broom. This is called the line of delivery. Once the broom has been placed, approach the hack from behind and step in. Line your foot up towards the broom and make sure your hips and shoulders are also square to the target. Place the stone on the line of delivery between your hack foot and the skip's brush. Squat down into the hack, keeping in mind that everything remains square and level towards the target. The easiest way to do this is by placing your slider foot slightly in front of your hack foot. That way, you can lower into position without being off balance. Also, make sure there is some space between your feet, so the slider foot can move backwards and forward without tripping over the hack. Your shoulders should be square, and you should hold your sliding device, usually a brush, in your non-throwing hand so that your arms are relatively even in front of you. When you're ready to deliver, start by raising your hips. Your head shouldn't move and your eyes should be on your target. Pull the stone straight back to your hack foot, always on the line of delivery, and bring your body and your slider foot straight back far enough that you transfer some weight to it. Pause briefly. When pushing forward, timing is everything. Start by pushing forward with the stone, straight at the target. Once the stone is out front, start stepping in with your slider foot onto the line of delivery. Once the slider foot is in place, push off from the hack. Again, right up the line of delivery. Getting your slider foot underneath the body is usually the hardest part for new curlers. It becomes easier if you think about stepping towards your target with your slider foot instead of concentrating on the stone or something else. Tell yourself, stone first, now step at the broom. As you extend into your slide, the stone should be out in front of you. You shouldn't have any weight on it. Your weight should be on your slider foot underneath your belly. If you can open your leg and slide with the inside of your foot leading, you will be able to get lower and slide on a wider base, both of which will improve your balance. Finally, your shoulders should still be square. Your sliding device should be in front of you even with the stone, and your trailing leg should drag straight behind you. Your grip should be firm but not tight, and your wrist should be high above the handle of the stone. It should be turned to 10 o'clock if you're throwing a clockwise turn, which will curl to the right, or 2 o'clock if you're throwing a counterclockwise turn, which will curl to the left. Either way, the stone should stay in that position until you're ready to release it. When releasing, turn the stone back to 12 o'clock position and let go. When sweeping, it's important to focus on two things: speed and pressure. While there are different techniques, the main points remain the same. Face the direction you're traveling. Constantly look up to see where you're going and communicate with the person in the house. Try to get your body weight on the brush and take quick, short strokes. Remember, the running surface of the stone is only 6 inches wide. Any strokes wider than that will be a waste of energy. For people who can't bend down into a traditional delivery position because of a bad back, hurting knees, or other flexibility issues, stick curling is a great alternative. It's similar to regular curling in every way, except the stone is delivered using a throwing device from an upright walking position. Like a regular slide, the stone must be released before the near hog line, and the only other rule is that you have to use the same throwing device for every shot. The staples of a stick delivery are the same as a traditional slide. First, you need to start in the correct hack. A right-handed person needs to begin in the left hack. Once you've determined your line of delivery, the stone should be resting on it, attached to your stick, comfortably in front of you, so the other end is somewhere near your belly. To start the delivery, simply walk towards your target, trying to keep your stone on the imaginary line between you and your skip. The handle should be turned off center to either 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock, depending on which way you're throwing. If you need to throw more weight, you might need to walk a bit faster. If you're throwing a guard, your pace would need to slow down a bit. When you think you're at the right speed, release the stone. turning it to a straight 12 o'clock position. Let your arm follow through as your walk slows to a stop and your stone travels down the ice.